Are you a well poisoner, a lawnmower, or a life enricher? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. A strange question, I know. It comes from a specific quote out of a specific book. This is a book I was referring to a couple videos ago. I've decided I'm not even going to tell you what book it is yet. I want to get all the way through this book. This is a way to keep me on track, so I'll be sure and read it, because now I've told you that I have to read it and get it done, and I'm enjoying it, so it's not going to be tough to read, but this will get me through it. And when I'm done reading it, I'll tell you the name of the book, but I'm going to read a quick quote out of it, and it won't ruin it. For those of you who know what book it is, don't post it in the comments. Don't let us know. Not until I'm done, okay? Let me get all the way through this first. I'll show you the top part of this book. That won't give it away. But here is the quote. Let's see. And of course, I have to find the spot where I left the quote. Here it is. Okay. The quote is actually from Walt Disney, or at least it's attributed to him. There are three kinds of people in the world today. There are well poisoners who discourage you and stomp on your creativity and tell you can't do it. There are lawn mowers, people who are well-intentioned but self-absorbed. They tend to their own needs, mow their own lawns, and never leave their yards to help another person. Okay. Finally, there are life enrichers, people who reach out to enrich the lives of others, to lift them up and inspire them. We need to be life enrichers, and we need to surround ourselves with life enrichers. It is an odd way of putting it, but I found it very interesting to divide people up into those three groups, because if you think about it, there are a lot of people out there who they're just spreading poison. One way or the other, they're bringing it into your lives. Sometimes you may refer to them as an energy vampire or something of that sort, but there are people they just carry it with them, and when you're around them, you don't feel good afterwards. Even just casual contact with a person like that, they're a well poisoner. They just make things worse. And I think we all have points in our lives when we're in that frame of mind, but we all know people who are like that way too often. And it's something to keep your eye out for. You don't want to be that person. And then I think the trickiest one out of all these is the lawnmower. And the lawnmower is the person that's so self-absorbed, they're just paying attention to their own thing and just getting their own thing done, and just leave me alone as long as I'm doing my thing. Just leave me alone and let me do it. And I think we can all feel that way sometimes, where we just want to be left alone and do our own thing. I know I certainly have throughout my past. But it's just not one of those things you want to be all the time. As often as you can, you want to be that life enricher. You want to be the type of person who, it doesn't matter what little piece of light that you have in your life, what little piece of happiness you have, learning how to spread that around, and that you're not going to lose it by spreading it. You know what I mean? You get out there and you encourage people, and you be good to people, and just spread a little bit of light. Not much. You just smile. Just say hi. Just be nice to people. Yeah, a lot of people are going to shove it back in your face, and they're not going to appreciate it. Most people will not appreciate it. They just won't. But that shouldn't stop you from being that person, from doing that thing. Simple concept. Very simple idea, but I thought it was just something that was on my mind. I figured I'd toss it out tonight. So hopefully that's helpful to you. If you'd like to find out, I'm a business strategist. That's why I do these things. And so every episode is brought to you by brianjpombo.com. And specifically tonight, it's brought to you by AmazonProofBook.com, which is where you can get a free copy of the 9 ways to Amazon proof your business. So if you have a business that you're looking to grow and expand and make it completely unstoppable, check out AmazonProofBook.com. We'll be back tomorrow. You have a great night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.